The invention of the printing press in the 15th century by Johannes Gutenberg revolutionized the world in ways that were previously unimaginable. Before its creation, books were painstakingly copied by hand, making them expensive and rare. The printing press, however, made it possible to produce books quickly and affordably, democratizing knowledge in an unprecedented way. This innovation sparked the spread of ideas, increased literacy rates, and played a key role in shaping the course of history. It fueled the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the Enlightenment, transforming every aspect of society, from religion and politics to education and culture. In this video, we will explore the far-reaching effects of the printing press on society, examining how it altered communication, influenced movements, and created a world where information could spread rapidly, changing the fabric of human civilization forever. The impact of the printing press on increased productivity. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in 1440 marked a revolutionary moment in human history, radically transforming productivity across various sectors. Before this invention, books were painstakingly copied by hand, making them both rare and costly. This process was slow, and only the elite could afford access to knowledge. However, with the advent of the printing press, books could be produced at an unprecedented speed, allowing for mass production of written materials. This innovation led to a dramatic increase in the availability of books, pamphlets, and newspapers. For the first time, scholars, writers, and even ordinary people had access to vast amounts of information. The spread of ideas became faster, and knowledge could be distributed far and wide. This not only sparked the Renaissance and Reformation, but also contributed to the rise of a more efficient, knowledgeable workforce. The printing press allowed industries to streamline operations, reduce costs, and ultimately increase productivity, paving the way for the modern economy we know today. The impact of the printing press on the expansion of markets. The printing press didn't just revolutionize knowledge dissemination, it also played a crucial role in expanding markets, both locally and globally. Before Johannes Gutenberg's invention in 1440, trade and commerce were highly localized, with merchants relying on oral communication and handwritten documents for transactions. Information about goods, prices, and market trends traveled slowly and was often inaccessible to the majority of people. However, with the advent of printed materials such as advertisements, catalogs, and business letters, this all began to change. The printing press made it possible to produce printed advertisements, brochures, and even product catalogs on a much larger scale. For the first time, businesses could advertise their products and services to a broader audience, breaking down geographical barriers. Merchants could now communicate with potential customers beyond their immediate surroundings, reaching distant cities, regions, and even countries. This expanded the market for goods significantly, opening up opportunities for trade that were previously impossible. Printed materials such as trade directories and commercial guides became crucial in promoting international commerce. For example, printed maps and navigational charts allowed explorers and traders to venture into new territories with greater confidence, leading to the growth of global trade routes. The ability to print standardized contracts and agreements also made cross-border commerce safer and more efficient. Moreover, the printing press contributed to the rise of financial markets by allowing the widespread publication of stock listings, investment guides, and financial news. In turn, this encouraged investment, sparked the development of banking systems, and facilitated the growth of stock exchanges. The printing press thus played a vital role in creating a more interconnected world where markets expanded beyond the local sphere, boosting economic growth and laying the foundation for the modern global economy. The impact of the printing press on the rise of a knowledge-based economy. The printing press was not only a catalyst for social and cultural change, but also for economic transformation, particularly in the development of a knowledge-based economy. Before 1440, education was confined to the elite, and knowledge was largely transmitted orally or through handwritten manuscripts, which were both costly and rare. With the invention of the printing press, the mass production of books became possible, allowing the widespread distribution of knowledge across all social classes. The increased availability of printed materials such as textbooks, scientific journals, and business manuals helped create a more educated workforce. As literacy rates grew, people gained access to new ideas, theories, and innovations that were previously inaccessible. This intellectual awakening led to a surge in new business models, scientific discoveries, and technological advancements. The Renaissance, for instance, was driven by the influx of ideas made possible by the printing press, which helped ignite creativity and foster innovation in art, science, and philosophy. The rise of a knowledge-based economy also led to the development of new industries centered around intellectual labor. Professionals like doctors, lawyers, and engineers relied on printed resources to stay updated with the latest advancements in their fields, enabling them to perform their work more efficiently. Universities and academies, too, became more widespread as printing made it easier to produce textbooks and educational materials. As knowledge and expertise became more accessible, businesses began to rely on educated employees for specialized roles, further driving economic growth. The printing press also played a critical role in shaping the Industrial Revolution by fostering the rapid spread of technical knowledge. Manuals on machinery, engineering innovations, and new manufacturing techniques were disseminated, allowing industries to modernize and increase their productivity. This shift towards a knowledge-based economy not only boosted the overall economy, but also laid the foundation for the technological advancements of the 18th and 19th centuries. In short, the printing press helped foster a culture of learning and intellectual exchange, enabling people to work smarter and more effectively, ultimately contributing to the rise of modern economies based on knowledge and innovation. The impact of the printing press on cost reduction. One of the most profound impacts of the printing press was its ability to dramatically reduce the cost of producing written material, making knowledge, information, and communication more affordable and accessible. Prior to the invention of the printing press in 1440 by Johannes Gutenberg, producing books was an extremely labor-intensive and costly process. Manuscripts had to be handwritten by scribes, which made them expensive and limited the distribution of information to only the wealthy or institutions like churches and universities. These handwritten texts were rare and highly valuable, often locked away in private collections. With the advent of the printing press, the cost of producing books and other printed materials dropped significantly. Mass production allowed printers to produce multiple copies of a single document quickly and inexpensively, bringing down the unit cost of each copy. As a result, books, newspapers, and pamphlets became available to a much wider audience, including the middle and lower classes. This cost reduction was pivotal in increasing literacy rates and making education accessible to more people. The reduction in costs also had a far-reaching impact on business practices. Printed materials such as brochures, catalogs, and business letters became commonplace, enabling companies to communicate more efficiently and reach a broader audience. Printing allowed businesses to share information about products, services, and pricing at a fraction of the cost of previous methods, leading to greater market competition and increased consumer choice. Additionally, the printing press made it easier to produce standardized documents like contracts, invoices, and laws at a lower cost, promoting greater transparency and efficiency in business transactions. This development helped lay the groundwork for the modern legal and business systems that we rely on today. The printing press transformed economies by reducing costs, increasing accessibility to knowledge, and driving productivity. Its impact reshaped global trade, education, and business, fueling modern economic growth.